Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rachah HaKadosh. Double honors due to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And it's a lot. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. This is the brother Yeshaya, out of Men of Valor, South Carolina. And this lesson right here, man, or this video, is going to be basically, me and the brothers just wrapped up camp. And I was just, meditating, and through the spirit, it's just like, just a shout out to, like, to camp heads and to brothers that really do the, like really have a bulk of the responsibility to, like, it as far as camp upon them, which is all placed through the spirit and probably how about Shem Yahushua on whatever brother he sees fit. And that's a heavy responsibility, because you don't want a brother that's unresponsible, all right, to have they have responsibility over the camp signs, or the tripod, or the uploading of the camp, or we have live now, so we don't have to really edit videos. But so I remember years ago, we used to have to basically, like, a 2 or 3 hour camp will be broken down into like 5 or 6 parts, maybe 7 parts sometimes, because it'll stop sometimes before the 30-minute mark, right? And I mean, that's a task, man, because to upload, especially, and that's why through the spirit, the Lord has it to where we're able to upload. We'll go live to where it just instantly uploads, right? Or set it as an instant premiere, because I don't believe that the instant premiere, around like 5-6 years ago, the instant premiere wasn't a thing, maybe even 4. But anyway, and the Lord is kind of making it easier, to do the work. Now, I'm not taking anything from the apostles and elders. I'm actually giving them their their homage, because from the stories that I've heard, from what they've told us, they used to camp 5-6 hours, 7 hours, then have a marathon class, and back then information was a little harder to come across. All right, you have to go to the library and actually do painstaking research to actually, like, get certain information or whatnot, man. So it's just man. And and the apostles and the elders, also another point, and I'm just gonna say, I'm not talking to a certain person or a certain brother, because brothers a little sensitive nowadays, man. You say something, brothers be like, oh, he talking about me, in their mind, and then they'll let that demon fester, and before you know it, a brother feels some type of way about you, and you ain't even mean it like that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're too late to be emotional. But to the brothers that really don't have that responsibility, hey, it shouldn't be a reason why you don't go to camp, and it shouldn't be a reason why you look down on certain brothers because they can't go to camp, or they there's no excuse for not going to camp, don't get me wrong, but you can't look down on the brother because of his work schedule, right? Or if certain things happen where camp has to probably be delayed, or which I'm not saying that it's cool, but sometimes things happen, but just to go back to the focus, man, hey, big ups to the brothers that man the camera, the brothers that have the signs, the brothers that are responsible for having to be at camp every time, because if you're not at camp, then basically nobody can camp. All right, because I know, certain brothers, every brother doesn't have like signs and garments, signs with them, right? Or tripods, or just stuff like that we need to further the gospel, because scriptures say that we have to basically, what was I say? We Ezekiel 37. We have to have the stick, okay, which is the 12 tribe sign. So, I know sometimes brothers will forget it, and the show must go on, but technically it's kind of going off if we don't have that 12 tribe sign out, right? And that's why it goes into the importance of the Lord setting up certain brothers to be basically that transmission, to be able to always have the signs ready, always be ready and on time for camp, right? And then also, like the apostles was going into, you got certain brothers, especially like in the bigger camps, like the bigger GMS camps and the bigger camps. Sometimes, it's easy to fall to fade in the black, or it's easy to basically what's the word? I don't know. It's easier to just hide in the corner, man, so to say. I can't find the right. I want to say something, but I can't find the right verbiage for it. But anyway, yeah, it's so easy just to be like, especially you got like a 5, 6, 7 person camp. All right, you post guard. So you can wear your hood. So brothers will be out there cold, especially the main speakers or the leaders. They'll be out there cold, speaking, and then only thing certain brothers got to do is have their head covered the whole time. And when a precept gets called for you to bring out, take your hood off, say the precept, and then you go back to whatever, right? Because it's not an easy job, man. Like, and that's why, and the exhortation to brothers that have like one man camps, even two man camps. I mean, two man ain't too bad, but a 1 man camp, you have to have a heavy, strong spirit on you to be able to go out there, on the highways and byways, and to be able to read, be able to call your precepts up, and to actually make it a edifying camp without feeling like you're by yourself. I mean, you're not by yourself because of the Rahaha Kodash, but feeling like, because it's a burden, man. It can be a burden if you're by yourself, because the scriptures say a strand or a cord of 2 or 3 is not easily broken. And the Lord sent what? His apostles out by what? I mean, disciples out by what? Twos and by twos. Yeah, I think 3, but twos for the most part. So bare minimum a 2 man camp, but that's still kind of I mean, it's not as easy as having the luxury of having those big camps. But look what's going to come out of those big camps, right? The elder apostle, Tahar on down, talking about, house cleaning. And you think that you're getting away from putting forth as much effort as you can by, just holding post, not speaking, having your head covered the whole time, and just sitting there and just say certain stuff here and there. Because it takes a lot to actually come up with a lesson. Sometimes you go through the spirit, sometimes the spirit flows like that, but sometimes, you have to actually really come up with a lesson so that that your pre's are on point, so that, especially, and I'm talking about if you're by yourself, that your pre's are on point, that there won't be too much filler time. Not filler time, but what's the word? Like time where it's just a blank space, to where it's like you're not saying anything. All right, and that's hard to do when you're by yourself, because you have to constantly, find the talking point, bring out the scripture, make sure that you're not talking as much as you. Make sure you're not talking as too much, right? Because when you're by yourself doing it, sometimes you have to filler it out by commentary. All right, but when you got other brothers, it's easier, so to say. If that makes sense, man. And I just wanted to say that through the Spirit because, the Spirit has been coming out where you got certain brothers in bigger camps that necessarily, they played it back. They just chill out. They think, and camp, and I'm not saying camp is a burden, but camp is like a hangout to them. To where all they got to do is show up. Shit, some brothers don't even have to drive to camp. Some brothers get picked up and still don't say nothing at camp. If you get picked up, you don't have to drive to camp. You depending on another brother to get to camp. And then you still not doing shit. And you still just playing the side and, just there and just to say, oh, I was at camp. I've been to camp, but you ain't say a damn word. Of course, we all have certain offices and certain levels of the faith in the Spirit, but you can't just sit there and think you're gonna get one over on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And that's what the men of the Lord is for. You thinking that, like, in your mind, you think, oh, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, he knows my heart. I be at camp. But you don't be putting forth effort at camp. You're not the one with the signs. And like I said, I'm not talking to another any particular brother, but I'm just saying, you're not the one having to exert any work. So it's just easy to be like, okay, well, especially if a brother pick you up, you get picked up, you go into camp, hanging out with the brothers at camp, you're not saying anything, barely not keeping your post, and at the end of camp, you go eat, fellowship with with brothers like you did so. But hey, the Spirit's coming where the Lord is sifting a lot of people out, man. And Lord willing, I don't be a part of that no more, man. Because I know very well, it can happen to any of us. So I'm saying that through fear, not like I know that I'm a part of the elect. None of us knows, to be honest. And if we did, we probably wouldn't give diligence to make our calling and election sure. So that's it, man. Just a spiritual rant. Lord willing, exhorting, giving our honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakah, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. Until next time, shalom.